So let's further geek out on this lineup a little bit and talk about some of the color codes. So if you're new to Megabass, as you start scrolling down through all the colors available, you're going to see some random codes, things like GG, GP, HT, M, right? And then they're going to be followed by a color code. So you're going to see things like GG, Deadly Black Shad, or PM, Pearl Shiner, right? All of those little color codes mean something. So we're going to break those down so they make sense to you. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not seen in any other dealer. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you come by our showroom and check out for yourself the wonderful world of Megabass. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of different colors and variations of Megabass products alone available for you to purchase. So next time you're looking for that hard to find Megabass lure or that specialty color that your fish have never seen before, check out thehookuptackle.com. Okay, and we're just going to go in alphabetical order. Okay, so first up is GG. Okay, now GG is a guanium ghost. Okay, now guanine is the substance that's naturally found in fish scales. Megabass wanted to research actual fish scales and try to create a paint process that matched the same flash and hue that shad or other bait fish give off under the water. Okay, so any of the GG type baits you're going to see, so this is GG Deadly Black Shad, for instance, is going to have this unique coating that as you move it in the light, it's going to change colors to mimic the natural look of fish scales. Okay, up next is GP. So you're going to see lots of colors in this lineup. GP Sexy Shad, GP Pro Blue, so on and so forth. This is a guanium phantom. So the same guanine that's used in the GG is also used in this coating, only this is going to be on a completely transparent bait. So they're taking a clear bait but then applying that guanine coating so that it still has that look in that scale pattern while still allowing light to transfer through. So a very popular color pattern in clearish water. Up next you have GLX and GLXS. So GLX basically means they put a bunch of glitter in it, right? So you're going to get baits that are just going to be full of glitter. The GLXS is usually a sheen, so it's on more of a transparent bait, but it makes the bait nice and bright and shiny. Okay. Next, you have HT. So HT stands for half tone or half transparent, depending on which version of HT you agree with. But same thing. It's basically taking a bait and it's half transparent and half shiny. So on this color, for instance, this is HT Ito Wakasagi. It has a transparent belly and a transparent back, but it has a strip of shine down the middle. So you get a little bit of body and a little bit of transparency. It's kind of a half and half kind of bait. Great all-around color codes in this. If you're just starting out and you're starting to select colors, the HT series is a great place to start. Next in their color lineup is M. And you'll see this in M Shad, M Cosmic Shad. M is basically stands for metallic. It's a metallic paint process that they do, so the bait's going to have a lot of sheen and a lot of shine to it. It's going to be the flashiest of the lineup. So when you really need a lot of body, a lot of flash, the M colors are going to be great. Up next is matte. So you may see this referred to as matte or matte magic in the lineup, depending on which bait you're looking at. But matte basically just means a non-glossy coat. And this could be something like matte shad, matte emerald shiner, matte tiger. It's basically just going to be a subdued matte finish all the way around the bait. Next color code you're starting to see is MB. So for instance, MB Gizzard Shad. Well, MB basically stands for Megabass. So this is their take on a Gizzard Shad, and most of the time it will also have that guanine coating on it on a more transparent color. Next up in the lineup is MG. So getting back to the M, which stands for metallic, G is going to be more of a ghost. Okay? So this is a metallic coating that still lets light through. It's still a transparent bait underneath that metallic coating. So even though it looks very shiny, as it's in the water and light comes through, it will go through it, so it creates kind of a 2-in-1 look. A very interesting illusion under the water, and in some really cool colors. Next up, we have PM. So you'll see this in colors like PM Ill Reaction, PM Pearl Rainbow, PM Ghost Shiner. PM stands for Pearl Mica. So it is a pearl-based coating that's still transparent. So depending on which color it's on, it may be more or less transparent. So here's PM Ill Reaction, here's PM Ghost Shiner. They both have that same pearlescent coating, and they're both transparent, even though this has a little bit more body. Next up in the lineup is SW. SW stands for saltwater. Okay? Now this happens to be a PM Hot Shad, so the same pearl mica coating, but in an SW rating. So SW is really more about the bait than the color. Okay? The color codes in the baits were designed for saltwater, so they're typically going to have saltwater hooks, and usually in a jerkbait lineup they're going to be more of a sinking version than a floating or suspend. But don't let that fool you. As we talked about earlier, freshwater fish love the saltwater versions. And kind of wrapping the color codes up, you'll see colors called Wagin and Joaquin. So Wagin with a G and Joaquin with a K. And that is Japanese for silver or gold base. So the Wagin with a G is going to be a silver base color, and Joaquin with a K is going to be a gold base color. So in this instance, this is Wagin Ayu and Joaquin Ayu. So it's the same color pattern, just one's in a silver base and one's in a gold base. So you can really match the color of the water that you're fishing. Okay? Other little nuances that you will see from time to time is you will notice that there's baits like GP Pro Blue and then GP Pro Blue 2, right? And the 2 is just means the second version of the color. You also see colors like French Pearl and French Pearl OB. And the OB just means orange belly. Okay, so you could have an original French Pearl that's one color all the way around, and then the French Pearl OB is going to have a little bit of orange belly. So anytime you see OB, RB, that kind of stuff, it's orange belly, red belly, etc. Okay? And last but not least is you'll see a lot of baits that have the word reaction in them. Kohoku reaction, stain reaction, these kind of colors. Reaction is basically a color combination that Megabass has determined triggers lethargic bass into biting. So when the bass are just totally shut down and they're not interested in eating, the reaction type colors are designed to get them to trigger. So usually you'll see some kind of chartreuse or brighter color to really target or trigger, and sometimes it's just a beautiful natural color that they've determined over all the years of experimenting that really gets fish to trigger. So for instance, Kohoku reaction is just a great one when the fish are lethargic. It's got all the right colors to get them to trigger. So I hope that helps breaking down the lineup. Enjoy the lineup.